Welcome, my conscious family. I keep hearing it's time, it's time, it's time. I keep hearing this message for the past 2 days. And what time is it for? What is happening right now? What's happening is that you are being called to finally, truly, and once and for all step into your power, become who you truly are, the best version of yourself, that which you are meant to become in this lifetime. So today I'm going to talk about self-image and how you can shift your identity, let go of all those emotions of feeling stuck, feeling like you can't change, you can't be disciplined, you're just this way or that way. All those things, all those words you heard once and you believe them, and you now have this identity that you feel like you cannot let go of, and you don't know how to reach your highest potential and how to manifest your goals. So this is what we are going to talk about today. This is a message from Spirit. Again, I really open up here. As you guys know, I intuitively channel messages for you, and I always mix the educational part with the messages. So if at one point I close my eyes, just know that some message is coming through. If you're new here, I just want to say that that's why I sometimes close my eyes, because I feel like I'm tuning into some intuitive messages meant for you. But in any ways, I don't believe in coincidences. If you're here, this is meant for you. It's time, it's time, it's time. Write down in the comments, it is time. Like, I want you to claim this energy because it's so beautiful and magical. And I know that you have been through so much, especially in the past few days, because the energies have been crazy. But now it's the portal is opening, like it's the time now to finally make that step forward. So I'm going to start with educational part, where I want to explain what self-image and self-concept actually is and how you can shift it. And if you're new here, welcome to the family. Thank you for being here. If you find anything and resonate with anything from this video, like, share, subscribe. It does help me to reach more people so that I can help more people. And this is how also I can connect with your energy for the future, um, for the future videos and messages for you. So it does help me a lot. And thank you again for doing that. Okay, so basically, when it comes to self-image, a lot of people perceive this as if you are becoming something that you're not. You're shifting your identity to become somebody else. And the first thing that I want to clarify is that self-image is the way you see yourself. Those are all the beliefs that you have about yourself. Who you are, what's possible for you, what's not possible for you, everything about yourself, all the monologue, everything that you talk about yourself, think about yourself, that is your self-image, all the beliefs you hold. When it comes to manifestation, that is the only way to manifest, to consciously manifest your dream life. There is a way to manifest something fast, but you can lose it. And that is if you don't change your self-image. So that's why this is the crucial part that I talk about a lot. If you just want to manifest some money or some car or some, I don't know, material stuff or a new person in your life, they can come. But if you didn't change the way you see yourself, as if you deserve to have that money, or if it's safe for you to accept that love, you are gonna repel it. And this is what I want you to remember. All those times you did manifest something and you were so happy, you were jumping, through the roof, but then you lost it. And maybe this is how your life is. I mean, not maybe, honestly, it's coming through. This is how your life has been. You have been manifesting some cool stuff, super fast, and you have been so happy, but then you would lose it. And then you would lose it again. So now I am teaching you how you can shift your self-image so that you can maintain something that you want, something that your heart desires. And this is how you're going to be happy during the process. This is how you're going to be proud of yourself. And this is how you actually quantum jump into different realities, is by shifting your identity, becoming who you truly are. Awaken to your inner power. This is what I talk about on this channel a lot, as you probably know if you are here for some time. So let's go step by step. So the first step, I explained what self-image is. And that is, self-image is crucial if you want to manifest something. The way you see yourself, this is what you get in your life. There is no other way around. Only by shifting your identity, you're going to manifest your desires into your life and maintain them. There is no other way around. What I wanted to clarify as the first step also is that you're not becoming somebody else, but you are actually removing all the conditioning programs and the lies that you have been told growing up from others and society that are not true. So, what you are in fact doing is becoming more of who you actually are. So, I want to make that very clear, and I'm going to give you an example. Before, I used to be somebody in my teenage years, I used to be a people pleaser. I don't know any other people pleaser who was worse than me, to be honest. Like, I didn't even exist. I was just nodding to everybody, just wanted to be liked by everybody. I was addicted to drugs and alcohol and nicotine, and just like addictive personality, and totally different than I am today. Like, today, I don't have any addictions. I don't people please. I mean, maybe sometimes. I don't want to say never. I'm not somebody who is now gonna, act like I am so much better than everybody else. No, sometimes we can do some things, but in general, I don't identify myself as a people pleaser anymore. I know how to set boundaries, which I didn't know before. I was very shy sometimes, which I don't identify as being shy anymore. And all these things that I really thought that this is who I am, because nobody taught me about self image. I thought that this is in fact who I am and that I can never change it. And because of that, I was manifesting very bad things into my life. And even if sometimes I would be very high vibe and I would be so happy because maybe I was in love or maybe something good happened to me, I would manifest something, but then I would lose it because I never felt worthy. And now it's a totally different story where I manifest what I want and I'm able to maintain this what I want. Of course, you're always going to have ups and downs, always going to have contrast, always going to have dark periods, because this is how we grow. But in general, I not identify as the same person anymore. Like, I'm not this, I don't identify in the same way. But again, this is more of who I am. This is more of who I am. It's coming back home. And people say, but I am a smoker, I can't stop smoking, because you identify, but it's not who you are. You are smoking because something hurts you inside of you, and you're just using this habit to shove your emotions down. So please, guys, don't say just these words. Don't just say words, just say words and be very careful with them, because the more you say those things, this is how you identify as that, and you are not that. I repeat myself. I just need to check again if it's filming. Oh yeah, I love when I'm in the flow and then it's like it's not filming. It happened a few times, by the way. So I want you to realize, so this is the first point. I'm still talking about the first point. Self-image. What is self-image? Why is it important? Okay. And also how it is not changing who you actually are. So this is the point that I was talking about, and it's highly important. So I was somebody who was identifying as this, and I really thought that this is how my whole life is going to be. I remember there was a point, like, I kid you not, there was a point where I was like, okay, this is who I am, this is how my life is going to look like, and I just need to not affirm, I just need to accept that this is how my life is going to be. And I really came to the point where I almost accepted that this is who I am and this is how my life is going to be. Like, I'm just like very shy, and people don't like me, and I don't like people, and I just don't know how to survive in this world. And I'm very empathetic, and I'm really soft, and I'm really sensitive, and I'm just not made for this world. And I accepted that my path in this life is going to be very suffering, and full of suffering, full of feelings of being stuck and being unloved and unworthy. But guess what? That's not true. That's what you took from other people. Like, other people told you something about yourself, and because you were a kid and you couldn't filter this information, you took it upon yourself, that this is who you actually are. And I'm here to tell you that that's not true. So that's point one. Point two, how you can actually shift your self-image is, of course, by first of all realizing that everything I told at the first point is true, truly feeling it with your soul, with your intuition, that this is the truth. And then the second step, the most important, is to identify where you are right now. How do you see yourself at this moment in time? And then you can look at your life and you can actually see exactly the moments and the points when this happened and that happened, why that happened, because you believe that this is who you are. So the second step is not to be scared, is not to be judgmental towards yourself. You are becoming just an observer. Okay, so this is how I see myself. You need to write down. I'm giving you an exercise, by the way. So write down, how do you see yourself at this moment? I am, and then finish the sentence. And in this part, you're not pretending. This is not where you are manifesting, I am the best ever, everybody loves me. This is not for that. The second I want you to cry it out, because you need to connect with those parts of yourself, the emotions that are in your body that you didn't process, about you feeling unworthy, you feeling like you can't have what others have, or you can't have what your friends or family have, and you want it. And this is where you really be true to yourself and say, this is who I am. How do you see yourself? And all those sentences, when you say to your friends, I am just somebody who never finishes what they start, or I am somebody who is just not likable, or men never approach me. I had actually a friend told me this recently, and I was like, please don't say those words, please, please, please. Like, she said something along the line like, I'm not desirable, and she's so cute and beautiful. And I just want to tell you, this is not true. This is not true. This is just something you believe, because we manifest what we believe. What you subconsciously believe to be true is your true. And the only way to really step into your power and really live that life full of beautiful things and people and connections and feeling joyful and proud of yourself is to change how you see yourself. So become aware. Where am I right now? How do I see myself right now? Be true to yourself. What are the words that I say to other people? So by being aware, you are identifying what are you talking about yourself, what are you thinking about yourself, and what are your core beliefs about yourself. All these words, write them down. And what I want you to do next, you can make a ritual. You can burn it. You can put it away. You can put it in the water, like whatever element from this Mother Earth, the beautiful Mother Earth, that you can use it. Use to let go of this story, because this is not who you truly are. And maybe it served you to a certain point. Maybe there is, everything in life serves us, like every belief serve you, even if you think, I don't know why I'm suffering, Irena. No, I am telling you, you are protecting yourself from something. And this is where we come to the point 3, which is highly important. And most of the gurus, most of the teachers, I'm not bashing on anyone, but they don't talk about this part. And this is the most important part when it comes to manifesting. If I'm going to be truly honest with you guys, I realized that the moment I started to actually be there for myself and for my emotions and my healing process, my heart opened up to actually receive the love, the opportunities, the worthiness, the friendships that I wanted. And that didn't happen before I realized how much a healing process is important. So the third part is like, how am I protecting myself with believing that it's not going to happen for me? What am I afraid of? And this is where you actually look in the mirror and look your inner child and see yourself, and you really connect with yourself and you say, I understand. I understand that you needed to create this story about who you are, so that you don't confront and you don't go in this space where it's like, question mark, question mark, question mark, like afraid of love, afraid of money, afraid of opportunities, because there was something in your life that happened the moment when everything shifted for you, and there was fear and there was trauma where you were like the trigger. I mean, the triggers after the trauma, but there was something in your life, and you put up the wall. You put the wall, like seriously, like I don't know how to put this. This is my medical whatever. So, for example, like there is a trauma, and I actually saw this on one of the YouTube videos. So I don't want to say this is something I made up. The girl was using this example. It's amazing. So basically, what she was saying is like, every time you like you had a trauma, for example, and you experienced that, like um, having money or relationships or friendships is not safe, and you had this trauma and you felt like, oh my god, this is not safe, and you then created this identity to protect yourself. You told yourself, yeah, I'm not a person, you know, who is likable, or it's not possible for me because it's easier. And that's why I tell all of you guys here, I know what is your purpose. I know what you are meant here to do, and you know it too. And you are being called. Do you see how my energy is speeding up? Did you see that, like before I was talking in a more peaceful way? And this is not to say that I'm now nervous or anxious. This is to say that I feel, you know, I'm tuning into your energy, and I feel like it's boiling, like the water is boiling. It's overdue. It's long time overdue for you to finally let go of that identity. Like whatever you believe in, God, spirit, angels, they are calling you, your ancestors, they are calling you to step into this role, to step into who you are. Maybe the word role is not the right word, but you know what I mean. So every time you get this trigger and you remember, you remind yourself of this trauma, you put the wall behind you and the source, and the source can't reach you. And what I always talk about is like, you are off source, you are not away from source. So the only way to manifest and create heaven on earth the way you are meant to be in this lifetime is to feel the connection. The connection is there. I want to make that also very clear. The connection is there. It's just that you're not aware of it. And that's why when you're in the flow, when you feel inspired, you're aware of your connection with the source. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to repeat again. So the first step, I told you what is self-image. The second step is awareness and identifying process. And the third step is healing the traumas and triggers which make you put the walls up and create the identity that is not serving you. And for me, this is the most important part, because if you don't know why you're doing what you're doing at the moment, you can never change it. If you don't become aware of the fear and blockages and limits that you hold in your subconscious because of the traumas you've been to, you're not able to make that step. That's why just communication and going to psychologists or psychiatrists even and just talking about it, it's not that. Healing is happening in the body. And I discovered, I made a self healing process that you can use. Of course, I like to work with my clients in this way, but you can use this also for yourself. And the fourth step to actually shift your self concept is to tap into the feelings, the frequency of that version of yourself who is already living that life. How does it feel? How do they act? What do they do differently than you today? How do they think differently? What are the behaviors, the actions, the habits that they have? And this is how you're actually shifting and connecting, bridging the gap between you and that version, and you're becoming the one. You're connecting with that version of yourself. But the reason I said the third step is the healing is because I don't want you to forget that while you're on this journey of becoming, the triggers and the pain will surface sometimes. And it's important to hold space for those emotions. I never tell you to run from them. It's important to hold space. I changed my self-image so many times, other people's, other clients' self-images, so I really know exactly what you need to do. If you are feeling like this resonates with you, if you feel stuck, if you feel unworthy, if you feel like you don't know how to shift your identity, you want to have more confidence, you want to pursue your dreams, your purpose, you know that you are here to help others, but you don't know how to make that step because you feel smaller than what you perceive to be true for you. I am here to tell you that vision is planted in your mind for a reason. And yes, you are here to help others and pursue your purpose. And you need confidence. You need to feel worthy to be able to do that. So that's why I have a special offer for you, and that is to spend a weekend with me. It's called the Rebirth Transformational Journey. 8 hours where you and I will go through these processes. It's conducted in 2 days, 4 hours each day, and each day is divided in different parts. In just one weekend, we will reprogram your mind. We will change your self-image to see yourself how Source always saw you. On the first day, we will identify what are your patterns, limits, and blockages in your subconscious. We will do inner child healing modality that will help you to heal those wounds and connect deeper with yourself. And we will do a special shift mindset questionnaire where you and I will go back and forth and really go through those programs and conditioning that you picked up along your journey. And then on the second day, we will do the rebirth modality, which will help you to connect with your emotions to that version of yourself that you are becoming, that you were always, I want to make that very clear, that you were always meant to be, and that's why you feel the pull. And then we will go deeper into thinking, feeling, and behaving like that version of yourself. And I'm not going to just leave you there, but you and I will together create a custom made strategical plan, action plan, ritual, spiritual practices, everything that you need to change in order to step into your highest timeline and become who you were always meant to be. So if you feel called, don't hesitate, don't wait. If you have any questions regarding this offer, you're actually going to be able to book a free consultation with me down in the description box below. There is a link where you can do that. If you feel called to, you want to immediately book this journey, you're also available to do that in the description box down below. Hurry up, because the first 2 people who reach out, they will get a special gift from me, which is a 1-hour intuitive channeling messages from the spirit just for you. And also they will get a follow through where we are gonna actually talk about afterwards the journey. You can reach out and you can tell me how it is going. If you have any questions, how are your manifestations unfolding? So I'm really excited for the 2 lucky people and also for the rest of you guys, but I'm so excited for this. So what you will actually walk out after this VIP Rebirth Weekend with me. The first thing is clarity. Clarity about what you want, clarity about where you are, and clarity about where you are going. You're going to shift your self-image completely and step into your new identity. You're going to get tools for reprogramming your mind so that you can use it for the rest of your days whenever something comes up. You are going to get also a strategical plan, step 1, 2, 3, each steps to actually manifest your goals and your desires. We are going to make it together. It's going to be custom made. You're going to get on a higher frequency, higher vibration. You're going to feel so inspired, motivated, happy, joyful, proud of yourself. You're going to feel like a new person. That's why it is actually called the rebirth. You're going to be a new you. So this is only for you if you're ready. If you feel called to, then listen to your intuition. I always say intuition is always on point. I already have helped hundreds of people step into their power, shift their self-image, and go after their manifestations, go after their dreams. And especially what makes me the proudest are those people who actually wanted to find their purpose. They were able, by shifting their self-image, to finally get clarity on what their purpose is. Because as I said, sometimes things are hidden from us because we are fearful to see the truth. So I helped hundreds of people to step, not only to reach their manifestations, but as I said, to shift the self-image so that they can see what is their purpose and to step into their purpose. For me, this is, as you know, here on my channel, I help the conscious family to, step into their purpose. So this is something that I'm the most, proud to do. Other than that, I do want to invite you, if you feel called to, if you took anything out from this video, write down in the comments, I am ready to shift my self-image and step into my power. I am ready to shift my self-image and step into my power. And also like the video, subscribe to my channel. More than 70% of you who are watching my videos regularly are not subscribed. Please, it does help me to reach more people so that I can help more people, and also it's gonna be beneficial for everybody, because then this message can reach so many people, and it's meant to you guys. So let's do it together. Let's help each other on this journey. I'm so thankful to have you here. Welcome to the family, you guys. Stay conscious and remember to have fun.